right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and it's always good to see the folks from Red Car. And even though you would not recognize the Red Car of today from the original Red Car wines, and much has changed. That's right, not only the people involved, but also the style of the wines. And these guys have also purchased vineyards in addition to buying from some of the greatest vineyard sites. They're out of the Central Coast, and they're into the North Coast. And these guys also pretty much just sticking with Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. They used to make some great Syrah. They still do make one, but their focus today is on these Burgundian varietals and on making more balanced, more elegant, more food-friendly wines, which means lower alcohol. Well, don't hate alcohol. I mean, that's the reason you're drinking wine. But these wines do have more of a savoriness to them. And like I said, the label's changed. Everything has changed. You wouldn't recognize the new Red Car from the old Red Car. Anyways, we have the Sonoma Coast Chardonnay to start. And they make about 15,000 cases of wine total. And this is wine that's a blend of 4 different vineyard sites here. And it's got a good amount of ripe tropical fruit on the nose. Touch of creme brulee notes and vanilla and some stone-like minerality. Still a good bit of fruit here, even though it's a leaner style. But lovely balance here. An excellent example of a Sonoma Coast Chardonnay. The Chardonnay Ritchie Vineyard, one of the top vineyard sites in the Russian River Valley and Sonoma Coast, they call it here. This wine is whole cluster fermented, all natural yeast used here, full mallow, and very rich Chardonnay, good amount of that peach and apple fruit. And they pick a little bit earlier to maintain a higher acidity, but hey, it's still almost 14% alcohol. This is California, folks. All right, very rich on the tongue, nice viscosity here, a nice touch of vanilla spice. The focus on the terroir, though, not being lost. You get some of that minerality through the finish. Excellent juice at $63. And then the rosé of Pinot Noir, and they work with 5 different vineyards for the rosé. When you're making serious rosé, that means you have to pick early. You have to farm for rosé. It's not just something you make to make your red wine more concentrated. This wine, 12.5% alcohol. They do a little bit of barrel fermentation here to add some richness in there. A nice amount of watermelon and strawberry fruit here on the nose. Some nice floral quality. It smells a little bit like hamburger meat on the second day. The oddest thing happened to the nose of this wine, but still a good amount of light red berry fruit, that watermelon. Really nice, refreshing, bone-dry finish. Very good length and concentration. An excellent little rosé at $27. All right, the Pinot Noir from Sonoma Coast up next. They've got 9 different vineyard sites that go into this blend, and no whole cluster, but they do include some stems. Some people like the spice you get from the stems, and there's a little tannin you get from the stems also. And I use about 30% new wood in this wine. And a little bit tightly wound on the nose, some spice and earth notes, that red berry fruit. And on the palate, that spice box and kind of red wood showing there as well. A good amount of that berry fruit, nice acidity, and a firm hand of acid. This wine only 13.7% alcohol, and really nice balanced Pinot Noir from the North Coast there, $45 a bottle. Then the Zephyr Farms, not like the Zephyr Hills here, the water people. This is another Pinot Noir from the Sonoma Coast. It's from the Freestone region, so not the true Sonoma Coast, not the Fort Ross AVA. A little bit more concentrated aroma here, some pomegranate, black raspberry, pretty floral notes, a nice amount of that ripe berry and cherry fruit on the tongue, as well as some good spice and that freshness that is a signature of this winery now. Excellent juice at $69. And then the Syrah. That's right, folks, a good amount of dark plum and cherry fruit here, pretty floral notes, some spices, some game, some meaty notes there. They work with 3 different vineyards, and like I said, the style of this Syrah, no longer big and jammy and sweet, more savory style of Syrah. A nice amount of plummy fruit, though, still, some smooth tannins, and a lovely freshness at the end. Excellent juice. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Red Car Winery. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.